Hi guys! Welcome back to my video presentation about what have I learned for this semester. My name is Jenjira Phookhaow and now I'm the 4th year student from English major. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys what have I learned for this semester. Let's get into it. There are 4 parts for this semester to work on. The first lesson is vocabulary. I used the book Intermediate Vocabulary and there are lots of vocabularies to learn. Each week, I did the exercises and studied the vocabulary, and these are some examples of what I did. The second part is speaking. Perfect Phases for EXR Conversation Skill is the book I studied, and there are a variety of functions to do, such as practice speaking the dialogue, the passage to practice pronouncing, and many conversation to practice. In the first week, I practiced the introduction of the book and then I start the first chapter. There's about small talk. There are many phases to learn. For example, sorry to bother you, but is anyone sitting here? This sentence uses when you need some share from the other in a polite way. There is the chapter talking about yourself. I study how to advise myself in many ways. For example, talking about nationality or residence, and also the notes say, I have to be careful to talk in some way like about my age or my matter stated. They are about the sentence formal to informal to use the situation to study too. The next one is interesting for me, breaking the ice, because sometimes I feel nervous when I have to talk to a stranger. I'm not sure what to say or if should I walk away from them? So, the book has many sentences to use. For example, is this your first time here? How long have you been here? Or how was your flight? The tip is, if my answer is in a negative way, I should respond with the questions like, isn't it? Because that might be good for the other persons to not force them to carry on the conversation. The third lesson is grammar. I'm always waiting for this part because I'm very weak at this and I really want to study harder. So, in every week, the grammar book has its own chapter and all of the basics of the structure are easy to start and also the exercises are not too hard for me to do. I study the present continuous by talking to the present. I learned the present continuous used to talk to the action and describe the situation at that time. For example, what are you doing right now? Also, the other situation that uses present continuous is for actions and a situation in the present period of time, but not at that time like for the first one. For example, what are you doing these days? The next chapter is about the present simple. The fact I can reveal is that present simple always uses in the fact for that too and for the habits or repeated actions. For example, some scientists work at NASA. Now, we're here for the last lessons. The last lesson for every week is reading. This is my favorite part and I'm looking forward every week to reading the book that I'm interested in. I practice reading a lot from many books and I use the skill that I studied in my first year. First, I read it quickly and then I read it slower and understand the story. All of these books are very interesting and there are a lot of stories to choose for. I have a favorite one from the book called What a World To. The title is on Unit 5, Who Reaches the South Pole First? I'm the one who really interested in history and that's why I choose this story to be the most memorable for this semester. The story is about the past around 1900. There are some mysterious places in the world that all humans didn't explore yet, the North Pole and the South Pole. The beautiful place covered with snow and ice, then a man named Roald Amundsen. He's from Norway. He's just a normal guy who wants to reach the North Pole first, so he starts dreaming and making it. Now I'm gonna read for you to get into the story and I think you guys might love it as I do. Who reached the South Pole first? In 1900, there were 2 places in the world that were not explored. These were lands of snow and ice, the North Pole and the South Pole. As a young man in Norway, Roald Amundsen read about explorers who tried to reach the North Pole, and he wanted to reach it too. It became his dream. The first step was to learn how to sail. So, Amundsen went to sea as a worker on a ship when he was 22. Later, he worked on a ship that went to Antarctica. Antarctica is the coldest place on Earth. The South Pole is in the center of Antarctica. It was an exciting trip, but they did not reach the South Pole. The other thing I did is Space. Space is a program that helped me to do a lot of exercises such as vocabulary, grammar, or listening. I can practice all of these lessons here for like 30 minutes to 4 hours per week. Space makes me have more discipline myself, be stricter about handling the time, and more concentrate on them. In each lesson, there is a note about grammar which I could study, such as the verb which, using to show the needs of the speaker by using two forms which are would plus infinitive and past simple. As you can see the example here. The second one is about whether and if. The meaning of these two words is no, but they are using in a different way. The other thing I did from this program is watching the video. I watched many of them and did the exercises to test my skill in listening here.
The Paklenica National Park in Croatia is home to one of Europe's oldest beech forests. UNESCO protected, no trees can be cut down here. That's crucial. Primeval woodlands like this are a haven for biodiversity. They are also vital in the battle against climate change. But centuries of mass deforestation across Europe mean only a few such...
Alright guys, and all of that is what I have learned for this semester. In my opinion, I would like to say it sounds too hard for me because I'm in the 4th year and I have lots of work to do like seminars, preparing for all the internship inside the university and outside for semester 2, or like preparing every week's presentation in class. So, it's kind of hard to handle with the time. I barely not have time to rest much, but all of that I said it might be good to be patient because there might be more for the future that waiting for me. The last thing now, I would like to say to the junior that is watching this video, if you are coming to do all of these things, you need to be patient and handling the time. But the most important thing is you have to try to rest as much as the body needs because, for example, in my case, I can't sleep enough and I am strict too much for all the assignments, so I'm sick very hard. It was a bad time and I would like to say that please take care of yourself first and when you're strong enough from both outside and inside. I'm pretty sure that all of the works will be effective. Now, I would like to thank all of you guys who watched till here. Thank you for watching and have a nice day guys. Bye!